complain, 'cause my baby just called. She said she's on her way, and now she's walking up the drive. Got the record player on. She's stepping up inside. It's a favorite song. She kicked her right shoe off, her left shoe off. She's dropping down her shoulders and she's moving all around. She put her right hand down, her left hand down. She put them on her.
So, I dropped out of university. I never thought I'd be saying this. I never thought that this day would come, but it's official. I just submitted my withdrawal form a few weeks back and I'm no longer a UWE student. Which is amazing because I was not expecting this for myself when I was doing my A-levels, but it is true. I'm now a dropout and that means yeah girl, don't have a degree no more. Oh lord, this is gonna be quite an interesting topic. First and foremost, the reason why I'm even making a video on this is because one, I need more video ideas. Two, I need more video ideas. Three, just because I wanted to make it. And I felt as if when I was considering sort of dropping out and not dropping out, I definitely needed a lot of help with the issue because it's not just a sort of off the whim decision. It takes months and months of sort of deliberation and thought, and it's a lot of stress. And during that time when I was like deciding whether or not to drop out, I really wanted some help, and I wish I had some help online. Like I had a few videos, but I wish there was more sort of help in terms of like how I could get around to dropping out and stuff like that. So I wanted to make some my sort of video on dropping out, just in case it helps anyone who's thinking of dropping out right now, because I definitely needed something like this video, so might as well do it now. And this is a tad bit oversharing, but I'm pretty sure almost 80% of the people I know already know that I'm dropping out. To those who don't know that I'm dropping out, surprise. I don't have a script planned or anything, so this is very off the top of my head. Let me begin by giving you guys a little bit of context about me as a person, as a student, okay? I was a very studious student. I love studying, I love sort of revision, I loved education, and so I always strive to do good in wherever, like obviously I'm Asian, so there was this sort of expectation naturally, and being the eldest in my family, there's this natural expectation that I just do good, have good grades, and sort of have good prospects in the future. And so that's basically how it was for me leading up to where I am now. Obviously when I moved to the UK, it was a little bit difficult for me to sort of catch up with the grades and stuff, but slowly but surely worked my way up. I was not like an A-star student. I was just a decent student, and I definitely did prefer sort of the whole academics environment here in the UK. I was just really good in sort of art and English and stuff like that, so that was sort of my expertise. And naturally growing up, I definitely wanted a career in the arts. I knew that was going to be an obstacle for me considering brown. That's not in my parents, like that's not in anyone's dictionary when you're growing up Asian to be an artist, but I definitely had a liking for it, and that's why I decided to pursue for university, because I was so sure of going into having an art career. So I picked illustration during my first year of A-levels, I presume. I can't remember, but I think so. It was either the first or second year, and I decided I wanted to do a gap year. So during that gap year, I worked and I also did a foundation degree. And after that, I obviously joined the illustration course here in Bristol. And so the rest is history. Now, I really set myself up for failure because I'm the type of person who gets burnt out really quickly. That's exactly what I led myself towards when I was doing that foundation year. I worked so hard. I worked my ass off to get good grades during that foundation year, and I got burnt out so much to the point where the minute I joined this course, I was absolutely done for. And just over this past year, this academic year, this past year of me moving to Bristol, of me, you know, becoming more independent and stuff, it's really sort of put this whole education thing in sort of perspective, where I realized that I don't really want to be pursuing higher education right now. I came to the realization like during my December Christmas break when I went to Goa. It's because I was doing nothing. I had nothing to do. I didn't have any internet. I didn't have any Wi-Fi. I couldn't do any work that was set up for me. So I was just chilling for the most part. Because there was nothing to do, I was alone most of the time by myself with my thoughts. It finally dawned on me like, what am I doing with my life right now? Do I even want to be pursuing illustration? Because it felt as if it wasn't really a forefront in my life. I knew I wanted to be part of the creative arts industry, but I just chose illustration because it was there on the paper, and I just chose it because it sounded nice. I never really had a definite interest in it. It just led into this sort of whole stage of overthinking, and I finally realized like, is this even worth pursuing if I'm not going to be so like engaged in it? Because illustration is very much subject where you're not going to be making the most money after the course, and the main reason why people even take this course is because they truly love art. And I think I was at a stage where I sort of started losing the passion for it. I had built up this entire sort of portfolio, and now I was just sort of losing everything that losing literally the passion I had built for the thing that I love most, which is art. And it felt very sort of impending doom, because this is literally what I've known all my life. It felt as if it was collapsing. And I finally decided I need to take a break. I need to get away from this all. And so I think I finalized sort of my decision to move away or just withdraw from my course, because I really don't think I'm made for this course, and I really don't think I'm made for higher education in general, because I feel as if this whole sort of pursuing higher education's really fucked up the way I see things now, and it's affected my mental health a lot. And I realized how much I hated education, because now that I'm withdrawn, now that I don't have anything to do, I'm so much more happier now than when I was doing this degree. And so it sort of solidified the fact that I was happier when I was doing nothing, when I was away on vacation, when I was back home with my family. I realized like I'm much more happier there than I am here. As much as I love being independent and I love sort of living in my flat and stuff, I can very much do that after I drop out, after I get a job. I can very much do that after that. I don't need to be doing it like I realized I was only using education like a degree as a sort of excuse to be able to be independent, when in all honesty I could literally just do that right now. Just drop out, get a job and get a flat and sort of work towards sort of being independent. I could very much do that. I don't need sort of the degree to do that, and I was using that excuse for the degree. So there's that. For anyone who's considering sort of dropping out or not, please don't feel pressured by what other people tell you to do or not. It's entirely your choice. If you're not feeling the course, then, and if it's like a gut feeling, then I'd say go with your gut feeling. Because if you're not happy doing what you're doing, then you either need to take a break or just move away from it permanently. Because personally speaking, I'd rather prioritize my mental health than sort of my career. I'd rather be happy than fucking just completely like, I don't know, I'd rather be sort of content where I am than just be slaving away with something that I don't necessarily enjoy myself in. So for anyone who's considering that, just go with your gut feeling. Hi guys, editing Mo here. Don't mind the scruffy thing. I don't want to make this video any more longer than it is, but I just wanted to sort of elaborate on this point because I didn't think I worded it properly. I'm not saying go with your gut feeling straight away. That was my gut feeling when I first was deciding this to drop out. And I'm saying don't overthink too much about it. Just sort of inform yourself enough, but don't look into it too much. Because I got into too much. I was reading up forums and stuff, and I was reading up on all these successful people who dropped out and got these amazing businesses who were making like 6 figures or some shit like that, right? It's not always the truth. What you see on the internet is only sort of snippets. It's just just part of someone's life. So I'm saying just inform yourself enough where you can make a sound judgment based on your own sort of merit, your own sort of decision making. Don't be influenced by sort of what other people are telling you, what other people are pressuring you to do and stuff like that. Just sort of go with your own sort of logical thinking. My gut feeling was to drop out, and so I should have just listened to it instead of spend so many weeks and stuff just deliberating over it and sort of stressing myself out in the process. That's what I meant when I said this, so I hope you guys understand. Okay, I spent like days searching up on sort of forums and stuff, like, should I drop out on my art course? Should I drop out on my illustration? Whatever. And if you're scared about what other people will think, honestly, like, you're an age where you can be independent. Most people don't really care if you drop out or not. Like, quite literally speaking, I was really terrified of what my relatives, my parents would say, but they took it surprisingly well. I know some people, it's different for different people. At the end, that's your decision, that's your career. Like, you know what's best for yourself, and you know what you want to do with your life, and it's your life. Do what you want to do with it. There's no one holding you back. Some people will say, well, what about your career? Are you going to make money? That's entirely up to you. If you have a plan, if you want to stick to it, whatever, it's literally your decision. It's easier said than done, but it is what it is. That it's your choice in the end, and it shouldn't be influenced by what other people are saying. I feel, personally speaking, yeah. Like, I don't know if it's different for American sort of degrees, but in the UK you do have to pay back your tuition loan and stuff, and I was very much confused when I was reading it up, because it really depends on when in your term you leave, and that time also dictate how much of your loan you're paying back, which confused me so much. Guys, if you're shit at maths like I am, just call up an advisor. Call up your student advisor. They will probably explain it best to you, because I was so confused, because like, if you drop out in the middle, you have to pay like 50% of your loan and whatnot. But I was very much worried about how I'm going to pay back this debt, because I don't have the money right now to pay back. You just need to call up the advisor, you just call up your student finance and just discuss the sort of payment thing. I know after I was officially withdrawn, SFE asked me to give them a call about how I was going to plan on paying back my debt and everything. So it's really much, it's easier than like people that I've read. It was much more easier than I assumed that it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like paperwork, but it's not. It's really easy. You just need to have sort of the student advisors on hand to explain you through everything, and just make sure if you're confused about something, make sure you ask about it, because you will be confused about it for a while before someone answers your question. So make sure you ask my questions, okay? No question is a bad question. So what do I want to do now? What's my future gonna look like? Which is quite a scary sort of question, and people have asked me this. That's been the number one question: what do you want to do with your future? And I've just lied most of the point. I'm just like, I want to go into marketing, I want to go into advertising, or I don't know, I just want to like give myself a break, when in reality I don't know what I want to do with my future now. My plan is to just work, just enjoy life, you know. I want to sort of go out, explore, travel and whatnot, just save up for that. I'm definitely not going to have a degree where I can sort of have a higher paying job, but honestly I don't mind that. I think that's something that future me has to worry about. Right now I'm just glad I dropped out, and I just want to work on other things. I want to work on other projects, I want to work on different things. I want to work on a YouTube channel per se. I want to sort of, you know, try express myself in different creative outlets and whatnot. I just realized I have tea on the side. I just realized that. And I just want to leave things up as it is. I don't have a concrete plan, like a step-by-step plan, but I know I just don't want to be doing what I'm doing right now. I feel like, personally speaking, I feel as if I can still pursue sort of a career in arts without having the degree. As hard as I find myself saying this, I do believe that to be true. I don't think I can sort of benefit from this degree as much as I can if I didn't have it. So I want to try and see what I can do at the moment, but right now I don't know. Literally ask me what I'm going to be doing, I really don't know. I'm getting kind of annoyed people asking me what you want to do. I really don't know, guys. I don't know. It's all up to the fates. Yeah, I just want to say, like, this is just from personal experience, but I felt as if ever since dropping out, it's like this whole sort of burden's been lifted off of me. I feel so much more happier now. I feel like, and I'm not gonna like, and I don't want to say that this course was absolute shit. I hated everyone on the course. I hate everything about it. No, that's not the truth. I loved sort of moving to Bristol. I loved sort of what I've learned on the course. I've learned so much. I've met so many people out. I've met so many people from the course and like from just Bristol in general, and it's taught me so much, and it's definitely given me sort of a more better outlook to everything. And I'm definitely taking away a lot more than I had going into it. So I'm definitely happy. I'm not like, I don't have any regrets here in like Bristol, so I'm glad about that. I'm not like leaving with regrets. I'm not. So I'm, and like I said, if for anyone who's still considering dropping out, go with your gut instincts. I know I took so much time stressing over this, but in the end, I'm happier now than I was before. Do with that what you will. I also want to say, like, life's short. As corny as it is, it's true. Life is short. Don't do something that you're doing just because someone else told you to do it, or if that's just expected of you. Do what you want to do. I feel it's easier said than done, but you're doing what you want. It feels so much more better. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys took something out of that. I don't know. Yeah, that's me, guys. It's official now. I'm officially a university dropout. It feels weird to say, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys in another vlog video. Bye bye.